Hello students, welcome back in your online classes. In our last lecture, we have studied all about synthesis and the combination of sentences. Synthesis is all about combination of sentences. And what are the types of sentences which you have already studied in your previous classes? Sentences are divided into three main parts. These are simple, complex and compound. And you have already studied in your previous classes also what do you mean by simple sentences, complex sentences and compound sentences. In your last lecture, we have studied all about making simple sentences by using participle. So I just repeat back once again these simple sentences, how to make simple sentences. There are different types. Somewhere it is written 8 types, somewhere it is written 6 types. In your book it is given 6 to 8 parts. In your last lecture we have already studied about participles divided into 3 parts: present, past and perfect. Present simply means that you will use verbs first form plus ing when we talk about noun, or we can call it, we have made the noun as a gerund. When you talk about past, you will change V3. When we talk about perfect, we will use having plus verbs third form. Or you can use in this way also, if there is no time gap between two actions, then we use present in our sentence to make it simple. If there is a time gap, then we will make perfect. It means we will put having plus V3 in our sentence to make that sentence a simple sentence. Just take one more example for past tense. In past tense, remember that it is all everything, it's all about V3. It means the action has already happened. For example, you can see Tom has a coat. The coat is torn. The Tom has a coat. It is the present situation, the present perfect situation. The coat is torn. This is the verb's third form which we are using. And how you will make, because this is a past information which has already happened. So we will change only in past form, past participle, by using V3 only. So Tom has a torn coat. Hope this is understood to you, students. Let's move forward for your next part. The next part is by using infinitive, how you will make your sentence simple by using infinitive. First of all, you all are aware that what do you mean by infinitive? In infinitives, we put to, to, before your verbs first form. To plus verb first form. To go, to come, to sit, to eat. These are called infinitives. Now basically why we use infinitives? Infinitives are used to express the purpose. Infinitives are used to express the purpose of the doer, of the subject in a sentence. For example, Tom took a knife. He cut the apple. So can you see the purpose clearly, that why Tom has taken this knife? Yes, absolutely right. Tom took the knife because he wants to cut this apple. So in these kind of sentences where your purpose is absolutely clear, you are supposed to use the infinitive forms. So hope it is easy to make. Now Tom took a knife to cut the apple. Very good. Now let's move ahead. Let's see one more example. He is very weak. He cannot lift this box. So you can see very clearly why we are expressing that he is very weak. He is very weak. The purpose is to tell that he is very weak because he cannot lift this box. So wherever you find very after that any you can call it as an adjective or any information about your noun, then we usually use to. So he is too weak to lift this box. So hope students, infinitives are clear to you and you have understood that if there is any purpose, if you found a purpose in your sentence, then you are supposed to do put infinitives in your sentence to make it simple. But remember, again in this kind of sentence also, your subject has to be same. Subject should not be different. Why I have mentioned this? Because the next one is bit different from this. When we talk about your nominative absolutes, Before talking about your nominative absolute, students, let's see one or two more examples about your simple tenses by using participles only. For example, he has no money, he cannot buy this car. He has no money, he cannot buy this car. So first of all, you will find that the reason behind it is a kind of purpose sentence, that we are telling that he doesn't have money and he cannot buy a car. So how you will write that he has no money to buy this car? You have used the infinitive here because you can see that the purpose is clear to you. Again, if you will see, he has no pen, he cannot write with a pen. He has no pen, he cannot write with a pen. So what you will make as an answer? Absolutely right. He has no pen to write. He has no pen to write. Very good. Now, when we talk about your nominative, students, remember one thing, that to make a simple sentence by using the nominative absolutes, to make a simple sentence, your subject has to be free, or we call it as an independent. It means your subject, I'll explain that how your subject can be free. For example, the sun set, we started our journey. Now first of all, you just see carefully, the sun, it's a different subject, we started, different subject, two sentences, two different actions, and both the sentences are not matching with each other. So when your subjects are different, these kind of sentences, you will use nominative absolute to find which is our main subject, which is free and independent. So you tell me that without the sunset, can this statement be true? No. So what you will find here, that the sun is our nominative, this is our actually the nominative absolute, which cannot be changed. And if we are going to use the sun as our main subject, so we will follow the verb from this section, then only we can make this complete set. So if you can see, set itself is a verb. It means when the sun sets, it is a verb. But now we are going to use this as our main verb by following this subject. So what we can do, we will put having before your set to make it non-finite. Only one finite verb can make a simple sentence. So the sun having set, we started our journey. It will be more clear to you when you see the next example. He completed the work. He went out to play. Now you will see that both he are same. It means your subject are same. Now in this kind of sentence, when you try to understand the meaning, first try to understand, he completed the work, he went out to play. Who went out to play? He. And both the subjects are same to you. But you have to use one verb here, and that has to be the finite one. So we will take finite this one, and we can change this one because this action happened first. So having completed the work, he went out to play. It is also an example of your simple present one only. When we talk about, so sorry students, it is an example of your simple present participle. It's not an example of your nominative absolutes. Okay, nominative absolutes. Before talking about nominative, remember when you talk about two verbs in the sentence, try to find out whether the verb is used as a state or as an action. Whether the verb used as a state or as an action. If it is used as an action, then you put having. If it is used as a state to make you understand a kind of statement which has mentioned, then it will be changed with the help of being, because you are supposed to use only one finite verb in nominative absolutes. It will be more clear. Let's see. It was a rainy day. It was a rainy day. I couldn't go out. So why you couldn't go out? Because it was a rainy day. But who's not performing an action? I couldn't go out. It is an action. To go out, you have to put some energy. It was a rainy day. Not even rain, not even it. No one is performing any action. So this was is just to mention the state. So if you will see carefully, this is to state. So when there is a state, you will use being. So it being a rainy day, I couldn't go out. It being a rainy day, I couldn't go out. Let's see another example. He was very wise, the principal hired him. So tell me why principal hired someone. Hiring, it's a process, it's an action also. It was very wise. So it is all about he, that this person is very wise. वह बहुत बुद्धिमान है. सो इट इज अ स्टेटमेंट अबाउट समवन. इट इज नॉट एन एक्शन. क्या बुद्धिमान होने के लिए वो क्या यहाँ पे कोई एक्शन कर रहा है? नथिंग. सो इट इज अ स्टेट. दैट इज द रीजन you are not taking this was as your main verb. We will make it as a non-finite nominative absolute. So what we will make a change? Was will be changed into being. He being very wise. He being very wise, the principal hired him. He being very wise, the principal hired him. Hope students till here you have understood the concept of your synthesis, and so far we have studied about 3 parts from your synthesis. Now it will really help you to make your sentences simple by using these synthesis form, and the rest of the synthesis we will discuss in your next videos as well as in your Google Meet. Thank you so much students.